Honolulu police made 9 arrests overnight for driving under the influence. One woman was arrested twice.
And as KITV4's Jeremy Lee explains, those 2 arrests came just hours apart. He joins us now live with tonight's top story. Jeremy.
Mika and Rick, not 1 but 2 arrests for operating a vehicle under the influence. The same woman arrested by the same officer. First in Palolo Valley, and then, after making bail, a few hours later near King Street and H1 heading west. Officer Gomez of HPD pulled over a 26-year-old woman just before 1 a.m. She was arrested, and then several hours later at 4 in the morning, she was arrested a second time. Mothers Against Drunk Driving's local president-elect told KITV he and others have seen this type of double offense before.
In my years as a police officer, I've experienced it a couple of times where I've arrested the same offender, and on one occasion back in the 90s, they were even more impaired the second time they were arrested.
Advocacy groups like MAD say there is a way for Oahu and other counties to address all this.
Most people would learn that if you get arrested the first time, that you wouldn't get back into a car and start driving away while you're still impaired. If somebody bailed that person out, that they wouldn't let that person drive. You know, we're hoping that legislatively we could probably fix this. If law enforcement was allowed to impound the car, at least overnight.
It's not known if the suspect in this case went to another location after being bailed out, other than to retrieve her vehicle. But regardless, stiffer consequences are now imminent.
Prosecutor and the judge most likely would know of the other case, and that could be taken into account for sentencing.
The suspect was released after paying $500 bail the first time and then twice that amount, $1,000 for the second offense. Upon that, the legal expenses ahead.
Another complication is that with 2 pending cases, that person would not be eligible for the ignition interlock device. And so if their driver's license is revoked, they cannot get the ignition interlock permit. That would cause some hardships for some people, I would imagine.
Now, in much of the country, vehicles are impounded upon DUI-type offenses. Maui County recently enacted a law that allows police to tow a motor vehicle in such cases. It's a procedure advocates would like to have looked at more here on Oahu. Reporting live, Jeremy Lee, KITV4 Island News.